The beauty of what you sell matters. Rarely do I hear someone outside of the beauty industry proper, that's hair and makeup, and perhaps some aspects of fashion, refer to the beauty of what they're selling, but it does matter. And the beauty can be something that can captivate a client. It can captivate an audience. It can make someone want to move on what you have to offer. And of course, it can bring lots of enthusiasm to you and the way you approach selling and offering your services. The luxury industry is filled with beautiful things. And some of these things are quite artistic. Beautiful items, beautiful places, beautiful surroundings. Sometimes it's the way something is approached that is really beautiful. And what happens for most people in the sales profession and when they're entrepreneurs and they're offering something that's high-end or luxurious, sometimes they'll forget about the beauty. Sometimes we're so focused on the logistical details, focused on the product attributes, that we don't focus on really conveying, explaining, and emphasizing the beauty of an item. It's puzzling to me, and I think it's really a mistake. Sometimes we go through life and we don't see the beauty around us. We're surrounded by beauty, stunning products, things that folks have spent a lot of time considering and designing and developing. And often, even when the artistic elements are mentioned, sometimes it's approached from a logistical standpoint or a literal standpoint. For example, someone might describe a design not in its magnificent color and its fabric and the origin of the approach and the way the colors come together, but they might simply say this is a geometric pattern, and that falls flat. That doesn't have the same power. I'm here to tell you that you can heighten the impact of what you do. You can heighten the significance. You can set your offerings apart, set your approach apart by focusing on the beauty, learning how to present the beauty, call attention to it, and making sure that if you're dealing with beautiful things, that that's in the forefront, and that is one of the aspects of what you offer that is presented well, described well, and enjoyed in the sales process, not only by the client, but by you. After all, why are you in an industry that's involved in something that's beautiful, that's involved in something that's really nice? So how do you do that? How do you approach the idea of getting beauty in the forefront? Well, the first thing is you have to study the beauty. If you don't know what it is, and if you're not aware of it, how is your client going to be aware of it? It's a matter of being able to describe what's beautiful about it. Why is it beautiful? Is it the design? Is it the materials? Is it the craftsmanship, the artistry, the workmanship? Is it because it's distinctive? Is it the execution? Is it the era it comes from? Is it the legacy? I've been in environments where there was so much to say, but the salesperson or the guide was unable to captivate me by describing what was significant about the beauty of an environment. So study the beauty of what you have to offer. Be aware of what it is. Consume the knowledge, digest the knowledge so that you know what the beauty is. Now, the next thing you must do is you must define and you must practice how you will call attention to the beauty. You see, others may not see it. They may not have the same knowledge. They may not have the taste, and that's why you're there. You're there to help them understand why this is significant, because many people can't make a distinction between something that is beautiful and something that's ordinary. It's hard to believe, but sometimes someone cannot make the distinction. I can remember someone sending me a document once for an event that they were doing, and I took the time. I think I might have had someone else in the office with me. We took the time and we really dressed it up. We really presented it beautifully, laid out the information well, gave it a presence. And then when we saw the person use the document, it was back the way it was before we looked at it. The person couldn't see the difference between what we did and what they did. And unfortunately, this is common, but not everyone has an artistic background, not everyone is paying attention to that. And so that's why you have to play a role in educating and advising and in helping someone understand what's beautiful about what you're doing. Often it's a matter of helping that person understand what to look for and how to put what they're seeing or not seeing in context. So that's one of the key things. Now, the third aspect of selling the beauty is being able to communicate it. It's being able to get a sense of the right words, the right phrases, the right description. And sometimes you'll have to get a sense of the prospect or the client's taste, and sometimes you'll have to ask their permission to share with them what you see that they might not, because not everyone is open to guidance and coaching. And so you might want to ask, is it all right if I share with you what I see here, or what I envision, or why this might be valuable to take a look at? Why should your prospect or your client care about what you're mentioning, the attributes that you're mentioning? This is an important component of communicating. You know, you have to think about how you're going to present it. And I would say, think about, is it impressive for some reason? Is it magnificent? Is it distinctive? These are words that are high impact. Now, today's cliches associated with marketing and describing things just don't go far enough, and they're cliches. They're overused. They've lost their meaning. So saying something that is a game changer or saying something is amazing just doesn't cut it anymore. You are talking about a different level of communication here. Now, I believe when you go deeper like this, go deeper in your descriptions, go deeper in your approach, go deeper in your exploration, it will have greater impact on your prospect, greater impact on your client, and it will have greater impact on you. And most important, it will have greater impact on your results. Whether you're selling, servicing, developing a business, building a brand, focusing on the beauty and understanding how to focus on the beauty will enable you to sell more and get better results. So what are those 3 tips that I described to you that are important for you to implement if you want to sell the beauty of what you offer? Well, number 1 is to study the beauty. Have command of why it's beautiful and what it is that you're going to convey in the process. The second is to define and practice how you're going to present it. And the third is to communicate that beauty. And if you have to ask permission with your client so that they're not offended by you going into detail, by all means do so, but make sure you do it. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. We talk about beauty and many other things here related to selling premier, high-end, exclusive, and luxury products. And of course, if you want to know about my exclusive program so that you can understand how to do this more effectively and how to build a business around it and be successful at that, or take some of these techniques and apply them to your growing brand, or use them as training tools, or be an independent person, maybe a luxury specialist, consultant, personal shopper, what have you, go to luxurylifestyleadvisor.com. That's advisor with an O, and take a look at what I have to offer there. We have a free webinar that will take you through my view of where the luxury industry is right now, particularly for emerging and independent brands, and how you can capitalize on this enormous opportunity in the marketplace to be an independent luxury lifestyle advisor. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.